Hello again, everybody. Steve Politi from the Star Ledger, joined as always by 0-5 Rutgers beat writer Tom Luicci, whose latest prediction again failed. I think the viewers are out there watching to see if you can get off the schneid this week. I think that's the last thing remaining in this Rutgers season, to see if you can pick a winner.
Well, that's why we're going to save it to the end.
Save it to the end, absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to put that at the end.
You know about cliffhangers.
We're going to build up the suspense, and we'll see what happens.
But I mean, seriously, now they're 1-4 now after losing the West Virginia game. I think it was right there for them to take. They had never won in Morgantown. This was their perfect opportunity. Is the season over, or is there something to play for?
No, there's plenty to play for. I mean, but the bottom line to this entire month is they have to come out of it at least 2-1. Otherwise, if they come out of it anything other than 2-1, that puts them at 6 losses coming out of October, and then they would still have 5 games left to play, 4 games left to play. You know they're not going to win at South Florida. They'd still have some tough games left. Mm-hmm. 2-1 is the minimum they need to come out of this, and if they do that, they can start to think that maybe they can salvage this thing, because they come out of this 2-1 and they're 3-5 coming out of this stretch of October. They at least put themselves back in a position to have a chance. Right now, they have no chance.
It's amazing to think about it. When we went to Cincinnati 2 years ago, we were studying the BCS standings. They obviously lost that game,
right?
And that kind of started this. They've been 11-10 since. Cincinnati 16-4 since. I didn't realize how well they've played since. What's happened with that program?
Well, first of all, now we're studying the bottom 10 because Rutgers has made its way into there. We're not studying any BCS stuff. I don't know if the BCS has a bottom 10, but I just think Cincinnati has. Brian Kelly's done a great job. They've just been solid. And they've played a pretty competitive schedule, I think. So they've taken off where Rutgers has not been able to, and that's been disappointing from a standpoint of thinking. Everybody who thought that the Louisville game would be the start of something, that was the game right before Cincinnati. It looks like the Louisville game may have been the end of something.
Right. And what impresses me about what Cincinnati has done, at least, they've lost some quarterbacks. You wouldn't think a program like that would have that kind of depth, but I mean, they're on who's Lonnie Anderson this week, Dr. Johnny Fever,
Chaz Anderson.
Chaz Anderson.
So you were close, but he's their 4th quarterback. It's amazing, and what's more remarkable is that they're leading the Big East in passing. This is their 4th quarterback, their 3rd different starter, and we asked Greg Schiano this week, if he had ever gone up against a team that's 4-1 with 4 different quarterbacks, and he sort of sidestepped the question, but it is a remarkable achievement to think that this is their 3rd different starter, and it's not by choice. It's out of necessity because of the injuries to the other 2 quarterbacks.
Defensively, I thought Rutgers took a nice step against West Virginia. I mean, that stop on 4th and inches obviously could have been the key to the game had Rutgers managed to move the ball on that 2-minute drive. What have you seen from what they're doing defensively differently to so far in the last couple games?
Well, I don't know about differently, because Greg and I had an interesting exchange, I guess you'd call it, at practice this week. I asked him if he felt that the defense had played winning football in the Fresno, Navy, and West Virginia games. Because if you look at the numbers, the defense has been pretty solid. I mean, it's hard to believe, but this defense is ranked number 9 nationally against the run, and it's a top 3rd in the country defense. It's not very good against the pass. There have been some big plays that other teams have broken, but I asked him the question about, winning defense, and he sort of, again, he sidestepped that, and he said if it was winning, defense, then we would have won the games. But the reality is the offense is not helping. This is 2 straight weeks, the Morgan State and West Virginia games, where they've had season lows in total offense. So it's really tough. I think the defense has been okay. They could be 3-2 at this point if the offense was carrying its weight, maybe 4-1.
We're obviously not going to see the personnel change that a lot of fans want at quarterback. Are there going to be any personnel changes? Cordell Young back, will he be your starting tailback, or will they stick with Jordan Brooks?
I think if Cordell's back, he'll probably start and probably play a lot. And the other major changes, looks like it may be Art Force, the true freshman at right guard. They took off the red shirt last week, and once you do that, you might as well play him. If you think that much of him, to take off the red shirt as a true freshman. So I think we'll see a lot of him this week.
All right, here we are. You're 0-5. You pick Rutgers to win against West Virginia last week.
Yeah.
What do you got for us this week?
I think this is their breakout game.
This is their breakout game.
This is going to be their breakout game.
I have to check the tape. I'm pretty sure you said that last week.
Their backs are against the wall, and this is their, I hate to use cliches, this is their breakout game. I think Rutgers is going to win this game. They weren't that far off against West Virginia last week. So I think basically you just empty the playbook this week, and Rutgers does that and wins 24-17.
24-17 Rutgers. All right, I'm going to go with Cincinnati to win a 17-10 type low-scoring game. Tom Luicci, 0-5. Tune in next week to see how he did.
Still trying.
Still trying, at least. You're playing hard. Thanks for watching.